So they're obviously just trying to put Caitlin Clark bait out here. The whole thing is predicated on, can we get Caitlin Clark to play? And Sports Business Journal is saying there's a 60% chance Caitlin Clark is going to play in the Unrivaled League.
Unrivaled League needs Caitlin Clark, and they are preparing to offer her a massive deal. But is it all?
Caitlin Clark might be on the brink of a major mistake. Just as her career is hitting new heights, she's facing a decision that could impact her entire legacy. This isn't about her heading straight into the WNBA, which would make sense given her talent and the momentum she's built. Instead, she's considering joining a league that could be a risky move for her and for women's basketball as a whole. It's called the Unrivaled League, a new 3-on-3 league trying to bring a different spin to the sport. But here's the issue. This league may be more of a distraction than a career boost. The Unrivaled League is offering Caitlin a huge deal, over $1 million plus equity in the league. For any young athlete, that's tempting, but there's a lot more at stake than money. With her level of influence and popularity, she's already brought attention to women's basketball like few have before. If she joins this experimental league, she's tying her name to something that could flop. And if it does, it might take her down with it. This league is designed to be fast and exciting, with 6 teams and 3-on-3 games instead of the traditional 5-on-5. But that's also what could make it a problem. People are just starting to appreciate the quality and competitiveness of women's basketball in its standard form. Trying to get people to care about a scaled-back version might be asking too much, especially when the men's version of 3-on-3 leagues, like the BIG3, has struggled to attract consistent interest. If men's leagues can't make it work, what's the chance that a women's league with even less established interest can? Caitlin's presence in the league might be the main attraction, and if the Unrivaled League doesn't succeed, she risks being associated with a failure. Her brand, her reputation, her influence, they're all on the line. She's in a rare position to shape the future of women's basketball, and taking on a risky league like this could derail the momentum she's worked so hard to build. And there's another risk here. If Caitlin Clark doesn't join, people might start speculating that she thinks she's too good for this league, or that she's not willing to take a risk for the sport. The pressure is on her to make a decision that's not just about what's best for her career, but also about how she wants to be seen in the world of women's basketball. It's a tough spot to be in, especially for someone who's just getting started in the professional side of her career. Many fans would rather see her focus on reaching the heights of the WNBA, where her skills and influence can shine in a well-established league. There's a reason the WNBA has been around for so long. It's the place where women's basketball has been able to grow and thrive. If Caitlin steps away from that to join a 3-on-3 format, she's taking a big gamble on a league that might not have the same staying power. It's a gamble that could end up sidelining her potential impact on the WNBA. The Unrivaled League might also limit Caitlin's ability to keep growing as a player. 3-on-3 is a different style, with a different pace, and fewer players on the court. She's known for her court vision, her leadership, and her ability to bring out the best in her teammates. In a smaller, more condensed format, those strengths could be minimized. Instead of showcasing what she does best, she'd be in a format that doesn't allow her to play to her full potential. What's more, if this league doesn't succeed, it might even damage public perception of women's basketball. Imagine the headlines if the league doesn't gain traction or, worse, fails altogether. People might start to question the appeal and viability of women's basketball in general, even though it's the 3-on-3 format, not women's basketball itself. That would be to blame. But when it comes to public opinion, those nuances often get lost. Caitlin could end up in the middle of that backlash, with critics unfairly blaming her for a concept that wasn't set up for success. Then there's the issue of how much Caitlin already brings to the sport. She's practically single-handedly made college women's basketball a mainstream topic, drawing crowds, media attention, and even new sponsorships. She's become one of the most recognizable faces in the sport. and she's helped make the WNBA a more exciting prospect for fans and sponsors alike. Does she really need to prove herself further by joining a side league? For someone who's already done so much, there's no reason to risk it all on something that might not go anywhere. If Caitlin wants to make a lasting impact, her best bet might be to stick with the WNBA, where her influence can have a long-term effect. It's where her skills can be used to their full potential, where she can compete against the best, and where fans are already invested. Choosing the WNBA isn't just the safe option. It's the smart option for someone who wants to build a career that goes beyond quick paychecks and one-off opportunities. When we look at the bigger picture, this choice isn't just about Caitlin Clark. It's about what she represents for the future of women's basketball. The WNBA is counting on stars like her to keep building momentum, and taking a detour into a side project could disrupt that. Caitlin is in a position to do what few others can: elevate the game on the biggest stage. And joining the Unrivaled League might just put her in a position where she's the face of a concept that people aren't ready for, or worse, don't want. In the end, Caitlin has to decide if she wants to be known as the athlete who pushed women's basketball forward, or the one who took a risk on a league that wasn't built to last.